Hey everyone, I'm going to talk about a range of activities to focus on improving the autonomy in language learner. Based on GBL, game-based learning is a type of game that has defined learning outcome. Generally, game-based learning is designed to engage the knowledge and the abilities of the learner in a real situation or in their context. But I'm going to define autonomy because it's important to establish a relationship between the topic and how to the learner acquire autonomy. Well, it's about learner taking responsibility for their own learning, both what they learn and how they learn. As a teachers, we'll be encouraged to find ways of learning that how the learners understand the processes. In this mind map, my learners, well, first the demographic. I have 6 adult learners. They have previous knowledge in English, but have some problems using Spanish words that look similar to English, but have a different meaning. For this reason, the objective is encourage learner to use specific words using for friends in second language acquisition to interact with each others, take into account the abilities. Okay, let's start. First, the idea is the learners contextualize to where is the meaning, where is for friends, where is the difference between English and Spanish, and how to use according to 3 specific activities. Okay, first to introduce the activity, I'm going to talk about the previous knowledge of the 4 friends. My learners have a workbook to familiarize to the topic and have some activities that can help them to understand and how is the use of for friends. Well, this is the contextualization, and there's a video that show them where is the best use, and there's related to the abilities and the activities. Well, I have here the workbook. Sorry. This workbook have a different activities. One of those are, for example, the beginning of the pronunciation of the words, the letters, how they sound, a specific list of the most common for friends, and here we have some examples: the correct use, and where is the grown word that is similar in Spanish, what is the differences. They have to complete the activities, and they have to read, they have to match where is the correct word, and finally, as a feedback, as a remember, where is the good or the bad use of the words. Then I have other activity that is how to play dominoes using images, words, and meaning. There is, for example, it's a different for the numbers. No, they have 28 dominoes. Place the dominoes face down on the table and mix them. 2 players select the domino. The other player keep a domino in front of you, but hiding from your opponent. Uh, they play as similar but have a different ways. For example, this is one example of this. Here we have a specific sentence. Where is the meaning? Where is the word in Spanish and the correct meaning in English? We have here an image, for example, and the word in English, and they have to connect to the real meaning in English. That's a similar uh, game of domino. The idea is the players complete the game. There's the second activity that they can use, and the other is the third one activity. There is students will practice in an interview game called the clock, wherein each hour a student a student is going to have an interview with a partner, and in a moment they are going to discuss and find a word. It's high in their classroom. Then they have to ask to their classmates which word they have. If the answer is correct or is wrong, the classmate choose where is the correct word. For example, there is the clock in a specific hour. For example, um, one, Juan, two, Andrea, uh, three, John, and the same with their partners. Uh, the students can work independently, doing reflect by their knowledge, put in practice not just the grammar, but how interact to each other, um, or works by pairs, collaborating work. The students can practice. Students will work on their interpersonal abilities, um, on how to put in practice in a real situation, not just in the class. That is very important to use these kind of activities to improve their autonomy, the autonomy, and the learning processes in this case. Well, that's it. I hope you enjoy and put in practice in your lesson plan, or thinking about other activities that you can use when you teach. Thank you.